Hi, this is Dr. Larsen at SLC Med Spa. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about nutrition and the cause of the obesity problem here in the United States. Back in the 1960s, the obesity rate was only 13%. Back then, half the calories that Americans ingested came from fat. So they ate a lot of fat, and we just didn't have an obesity problem back then. Once we started going to low fat, the obesity rate started going up. And now it's at a staggering number of 40% of Americans are not just overweight, but obese. And what was the big change? We started adding sugar to our food and we started eating simple carbohydrates. So that is the cause of the obesity problem here in the United States, is sugar and simple processed foods. We're exercising more than ever. It's not lack of exercise. It's not that we're not trying. More people are dieting today than ever before. The big change that happened in the early 1980s is we started taking fat out of our food and we started adding sugar to our food. What does that do? It raises a hormone called insulin. Insulin is the perfect poison to make you gain weight. It pushes everything into the fat cells, does not let anything out of the fat cell. When you cannot burn fat, you are hungry. You cannot get satisfied. So you keep eating and eating, and those fat cells keep getting bigger. When your body sees insulin, it thinks it's the summertime. It thinks it should be storing sugar. It thinks it should be storing those carbohydrates in the fat cells so that the fat will be there for wintertime. Hundreds of years ago, that saved your life. Now it just makes you gain weight. So the big change, the cause of our obesity problem here in the United States, is we're having too much sugar, simple carbohydrates, and insulin is going up, the perfect poison to make you gain weight. So if we want to lose weight and try and keep it off, you need to stay away from those simple carbohydrates. That's the white potatoes, that's red potatoes, Yukon potatoes, and regular potatoes, white rice, anything made out of white flour, so white bread, white bagels, white tortillas, pizza crust, and then of course sugar drinks, especially sugar sodas. When we eat these kinds of carbohydrates, that poison insulin goes up. It's estimated that 50% of Americans now have high insulin. When that happens, you're hungry. So here at our clinic, we do a lot of medical weight loss. We have great success balancing out hormones, getting insulin down, and changing people's lives. So if you want to lose weight and you want to try and keep it off, the most important thing nowadays is staying away from those simple carbohydrates. Thank you.